Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I will be reviewing which game passes I think are worth it and which ones I think aren't worth it. Let's get right into it. Starting off, we have the 5 faction slots and the faction logo. Now, the 5 faction slots is worth 25 Robux, which for 5 faction slots for people to join your faction, that's not too bad actually. Now, the faction logo is 200 Robux, which just to put like a photo, like a little logo for your faction, is it worth it? Is it worth 200 Robux? Personally, I feel like no, because you could just find a logo. You could find a photo on like the roblox.com/create. You just find a logo in the decals, or you could make one yourself, and making one yourself, that's like, you have to do the work, and then you have to put it in, and then you have to pay 200 Robux. I don't know. I don't feel like it's necessarily worth it. I mean, I have a faction. I have the faction logo game pass, but that's because I kind of want my faction to look professional and all that stuff. But if you just have a faction and it's kind of just like a little friend group, you just have your friends in it and not really just like doing wars, you're just kind of like all together, I don't think it's worth it. But if you are like an official faction, you want to like go to war with other people, do all that stuff, I'd say you might want to get this. The next game pass on our list is the custom name game pass. Now, for 100 Robux, this isn't actually that bad. It's a cool game pass. You can rename yourself. You can name yourself anything as long as it doesn't tag. And this is especially useful if you're like, for example, let's say you're dressing up as like Arthur Morgan or John Marston or something. Like, you can name yourself that sometimes. The filter does get in the way, and that's one thing that's very annoying about naming yourself in game, is it's like half the time you can't even name yourself without Roblox tagging it, so that's a downside. But the custom name game pass, I definitely think it's moderately worth it. It's fairly cheap, and for what you get, it's pretty cool. So yeah, I'd say this is pretty worth it. Now, this next game pass is actually one of the most useful game passes out of every game pass, because the next one we're going to talk about, it's the Ragdoll Button. Now, you're probably thinking, it's like, bro, it's the Ragdoll Button. How is that useful? Well, here's where it gets useful, is if you're hunting and you need a like ragdoll, or you need to get away, like for example, let's say a bison's charging you or something, and you need a ragdoll. See, look at this. You can just shoot out the bison, and then ragdoll, and see, you're safe. And so it's very useful if you're like trying to play dead, trying to get away from some of the animals that you're hunting. For example, a bear. Bears are super dangerous, and so are bison. So it's like, of course, you're gonna want to try to get away, and running away is not that efficient because they're pretty fast. So yeah, I'd say this is very worth it, and for the price you get it for, I definitely say it's worth it. I mean, 45 Robux, that's nothing. For the next game pass, we have the 10 bank slots. Now, see, I have a ton of stuff, right? I got a lot of stuff. But because I've bought tons of bank slots, I can fit all my stuff into my bank, which is good. But the thing is it's like 75 Robux, see? 75 Robux to expand your bank, and you're only getting 10. Personally, I feel like it should be probably more around like 45, 50 Robux. That would make it a bit more worth it. But either way, you're going to have to get this. Like, it's like inevitable. You're going to have to get this if you're playing the game constantly, because it's like, where's all your items going to go? You can buy extra bank slots towards the beginning of the game. Like, if you've bought all the ones that you can buy with cash and you still don't have enough, you can buy this. But yeah, you can buy bank slots for in-game money, and it gives you like 20 bank slots, but then you have to buy these. So I don't know. It's definitely worth it. You're going to have to eventually in the future get this, but it's like 75 Robux. It's like, oh, I feel like that's too much for 10 bank slots. Next up, we have the Banjo, and the Banjo is 200 Robux. And here's the thing. For 200 Robux, you're getting a Banjo, and there's all kinds of other instruments that you can get in game, even though they might cost a bit of money. Like, for 200 Robux, I personally don't feel like it's worth it, because, for example, you could just take that 200 Robux and buy the starter pack instead. Like, you could get a cool shotgun and 2 outfits and some XP boosts and all kinds of stuff for the same price, whereas this is just one item, just a Banjo, and that's it for 200 Robux. I don't think this is worth it. Next, we will be talking about the Emote Pack. And bottom line, I'm just going to say it. I don't really think the Emote Pack is worth it. For 125 Robux, you just get a bunch of dances. And I mean, by default, you just have like a cool dance already. Like, you can just do this dance. So it's like a little, I don't know. I feel like you don't necessarily need it. There's a couple of little dances in there that are funny and cool that you can use, but other than that, I don't actually feel like this Game Pass is worth it. Like, plus you're not gonna even use emotes all the time. Like, you're not gonna use it regularly. So I just feel like it's not that worth it. But yeah, that's just me. I don't think this is worth it. Now, the next Game Pass we're going to be looking at is called the Mayor Game Pass. Now, a lot of people know about this, but the Mayor Game Pass is 1,000 Robux, which is a lot. It used to be like 500 or something, so now it's really expensive, and there's only really like 2 or 3 things you can do. So like, if you have enough town funds, you can do like double someone's bounty with the most wanted charge, and with the most wanted charge, you can also add a special like law that they broke. Like, what they do, so like, you know, when you trial someone, it's like it shows all the crimes that they committed. You can put a special crime on there, and then you can buy bodyguards, town meeting, which town meetings don't really do anything. So it's fun because you can kind of get your own like army of bodyguards to just like laser criminals down. But other than that, there's not really much to it. You can just punish people by trialing them. You can get NPCs to shoot people for you, which most NPCs already shoot people. And then you can just like double people's bounties. So that's really all there is to it. You can also ask for protection if you're outside of a safe zone. So I don't know, for 1,000 Robux, no, I don't think it's worth it. Next up, we have the Pirate Game Pass, and for 300 Robux, I actually think this is fairly worth it because you get the Captain's Caplock, which is a caplock pistol that has 4 pellets, and each does 20 damage. So if you hit all 4 pellets, that's 80 damage, and it does 50 head each, so you're doing like 200 damage to head if all pellets hit. So that's actually insane. Though one thing is you do get the normal caplock in exploration, and you get it at exploration 50, but it's not necessarily as good. You still do about the same damage, maybe just a little less, and it only shoots 1 bullet. So that's a bit of a advantage, is you get a better caplock, but you do get a saber. So this is the saber, and see, it does 30 damage. But you also can get a machete in exploration, and they both do the same thing. They both have a guard if you hold F, except this one has a sick animation. But I don't know, I feel like it's definitely worth it for what you get, because you get an outfit, you get 2 weapons, and it's very sick. And you even get like an eye patch, which is very cool. I used to wear this eye patch all the time. But yeah, I'd say it's worth it because you're getting some pretty cool stuff, though you can get very similar stuff from exploration. So other than that, I'd say it's worth it. But yeah. Now, the next Game Pass we're going to be looking at is the Hitman Game Pass, and for 500 Robux, I'd say it's actually pretty worth it. You get 2 outfits, one that kind of looks like John Wick, and then of course the one that you wear as the Hitman. You get a silenced hammerless, which is really cool. It makes such a satisfying noise, and it does quite a bit of damage, 50 head, so you can just 2-tap, and then also 28 body, so it works very well. And you do get the Label Maxim, which I don't have currently, but I will show a clip on screen of what it does. And then we got the skill itself. You get a lot of stuff. You get targeting accuracy, you get money, you get these cool glasses. Let me put those on right there. They look really cool. And so for all the stuff that you get, 500 Robux, it's actually, I'd say it's worth it. And then all of this cash that you get towards the end, I think it's worth it. Basically, you can get contracts from both NPCs and players, and so it takes a little bit to get a hit from NPCs, but you can just wait a little bit and see. Maddie Butler wants to meet behind the general store, so you go behind the general store. There she is, and then more information. He's at Silvertown. Now, normally you're not going to want to take a hit all the way across the map, but I'll take it just for the purpose of this video. And I think I see him right there. Yep, that's him. And there we go. Contract completed. And every contract you take by an NPC gives you about 1,000 XP, and every player contract gives you about 4,000 XP. Now the next game pass we're going to look at is the Doctor Game Pass. Now the Doctor Game Pass gives you the Jaw and Dart pistol, which you can use to either heal people, paralyze people, or poison them. And by default, you get the healing darts, which are red, and then you can get the yellow paralysis darts or the green poison darts. Now you can either get XP from this for the skill to either, but you can either get XP by healing people, or them buying bandages from you, or you can get XP by treating patients. Now, NPCs take a really long time to just come into the office, so it takes a bit for them to come inside, and then you give them whatever they want. And that is the frustrating part about it, because it makes grinding this kind of slow unless you have a friend. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait here a little bit until a customer comes in, and I'll show you the 3 options that you can give to heal them. Here comes the customer now, and see, there's 3 options that you can do. You can either give them rest, antibiotics, which is a 50% chance of them buying the antibiotics, and then miracle tonic. And miracle tonic is very risky because there's a 50% chance of them dying or living. So just to be funny, we're gonna give her that and see what happens. It's purple. That looks very gross. Whoopsies. Now the next game pass is the starter pack, and the cool thing about the starter pack is you get an OP shotgun called the 1887 sawed-off. It's right there, and it shoots about, what is that? Looks like about 6 pellets, 10 to body, and 15 to head. It's very good. Has 4 rounds, and it's just insane. And you also get these sick holsters that I'm wearing called the quick draw holsters. And on top of that, because there's more, you also get 2 outfits called it's like the Bonnie and Clyde outfits, so that's pretty cool, I guess. And then you also get a 50% XP boost for 2 weeks, though it doesn't stack, so if you have the membership, it's not going to stack with that. The one thing that is a bit annoying about this is it's a starter pack, right? But it only gives you $5,000 in cash, and I feel like, okay, you're going to want to give them more. Like, maybe, I feel like even 10,000 or 15,000 would have been enough, because that gives them the option to buy some guns, maybe get a horse or something like that. But it's really, really cheap. It's only 200 Robux, so you could get it, like, you could get it for the same price as a Banjo. And it's like, yeah, I think I'm going to go with the starter pack. So yeah, this is actually a really cool game pass, and the weapon you get with it is like pretty insane. Very good for hunting too. So yeah. Lastly, to end this video off, we have the VIP membership. Now, the benefits of getting this is you get a 50% XP boost, less trade tax and restrictions, and for those who don't know what trade tax is, it's basically like if you go to trade, it's going to tax you a bit of cash. Like it wants like a little bit more, so that gets kind of annoying. So they give you a less trade tax, and then 20 bank slots on first purchase, and then the patron title and permanent unlocks, which is insane. You get the Mauser carbine and an outfit, and the Mauser carbine is overpowered. It's a little pay to win because it's like you get this insane weapon for Robux, I guess, but it's not too pay to win. But anywho, 30 days you can get it for 250 Robux, but for a year, every time you buy it, you get extra slots, 100 extra slots, and it's 2,500 Robux, but that's like $30, I think. So it's like quite a bit of money for a yearly subscription, or not even just a subscription, just buying it once. Now the tradable tokens, do not buy these. Don't buy them because they're not worth it. You could just get the 30 days, or you could get these, but they're not worth it because the price of them to sell them, like in a trade, has gone down. It went from like 60k at the beginning of progression to now it's at like, I don't even know, it's like 25k, 25 or 30k. Like they went down a lot, and you're spending like real life money to get Robux to get these, to sell them for like just not even that much money in games. So yeah, I would not buy these. So all in all, the membership is worth it on some levels, but on others, it's really not. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it if you like and subscribe. It really helped me out, and I really want to hit 1K subscribers soon. I will be doing a giveaway at 1K subscribers, and I'll be opening up my community Discord server for you guys to chat with other people and maybe even talk to me. I really hope you found this video helpful so that you can know which game passes to purchase and which ones to stay away from. Anyways, guys, again, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.